I wanted to put together a video of why, if you take it seriously, the ARR story is actually riveting. I'm using the first class quest on Warrior, in which you kill 3 wharf rats, 3 little ladybugs, which we'll get back to in a second, and 3 lost lambs. The rats are terrifying. I mean, look at the size of that rat. Think about if you saw a rat that was actually that size. Picture a real-life rat that is that large, and what it would be like to go up to it for the first time with an axe and actually chop at it. You'd have to be thinking, could I get hantavirus from this? He should be wearing a mask, he should be wearing gloves, but he has neither. Just his axe. Think about the experience of hitting a rat that large with your axe. Think about what would come flying out of it. Now think about the sound it makes when you step on a beetle. Maybe that will give you a little bit of a better picture of what the experience would be like of killing that little ladybug right there. And talking about little ladybug, there is currently no lore explaining how the bugs in Final Fantasy XIV got so large, or how it has affected the realm, but maybe it'll be a story addition at some point. Then we get to the most difficult part of all. He walks over to the pasture to find one of these adorable lost lambs. Killing the lambs, I think, is symbolic for killing your innocence, right? It stands there thinking you're probably going to shear it, and then instead, you hit it with your axe. I didn't record it, but the bleat it makes when it dies, it's almost like it's screaming, why? You know, it's like, ah! It's adorable, right? And the Central Highland fate with the even larger lamb just exemplifies this further. So this is probably a very traumatic event for the Warrior of Light, really, if you think about it. This would be horrifying, right? So I think if you actually take the story seriously, this could be considered a coming-of-age story. It seems like a simple quest, right? You're just killing 3 wharf rats, 3 ladybugs, 3 lambs. But in reality, if you immerse yourself in the story, you realize that it's far more. It is the growth of the character's emergence from the cocoon of this traveler into the actual Warrior of Light. It's clearly highlighting the challenge of becoming a warrior from scratch, the type of experience you would have doing these deeds. That lamb will live on in your nightmares. That's not something you just get past, right? So when we take this seriously, rather than just saying, oh, it's a cute lamb and we hit a button on a controller, when we take it seriously and realize the atrocity that's been committed, we see 2 different sides of the Warrior of Light. The hero who wants to save the realm, and this dark persona who is willing to slaughter an innocent lamb in order to meet those goals. And as we progress towards Shadowbringers type content, you know, like the latest expansion, we start to see a little bit more of that gray morality of the character. But this is just an early introduction to that. So when people tell me that the Realm Reborn story is not a good story, I think that they simply haven't immersed themselves enough in it, because even in this short quest, the very first class quest of the game, we can see that there's a huge amount of content, a huge amount of foreshadowing of the future of the Warrior of Light character and the growth of the character. The loss of innocence, overcoming fears, and, you know, this potential major future story thread about very large bugs and how that happened. Did someone create them with magic? Are they endemic to Eorzea? Was it a lab experiment gone wrong? We don't know that yet. But there's just a little hint. Just a little Easter egg drop there with the giant ladybugs. And the ironic name of Little Ladybug. I mean, what does that mean? So I think that if you really immerse yourself in the story of the game, you'll find that ARR is rich with story and lore, with quests just like this throughout. Anyway, thanks for watching.